Alright, so this Rammus game. Sweet baby Jesus. I have, I believe, attack speed red, armor yellow, magic resistance blue, push 2, and movement speed quints. And my masteries are 9, 21, 0. Though, alternatively, I may have been wanting to go 0, 21, 9. I just didn't, I was very lazy and didn't change my masteries. I don't really have an extensive amount of runes on this account. It's like my Smurfs don't have anything. I mostly use it on champions to showcase everything. They all use the same crap. Anyways, first things first, I go off, gank the Zyra. Gank the Zyra, she just gets scared and I hit her in the butt with my spikes. Then I walk away. My team comp is far superior when it comes to team fights, so that's what I'm banking on. The enemy team, though, has a shitload of damage and crowd control enough to just, snipe somebody and then turn the tide. My team needs to have a good team fight in order to win things. Like, if we just go in there all haymaker style, we're going to get obliterated. So, it's going to rely on sort of initiation from Morgana, her landing her Q, or me jumping in as a ball and then taunting somebody. Of course, I go with the red trinket and just scan things. It's not exactly my favorite, but it's been working out in jungling so far. Mostly because people make fucking predictable ward drops and they don't buy any other wards. So, anyways, the enemy team comes getting top lane again. I'm going to be able to kill the Kha'Zix, but it's going to end up still costing Olaf his life. A plus thing to this is I'm getting a lot more gold. A lot of more delicious gold. One of Rammus' biggest weaknesses in the jungle has always been that he is a tank jungler who actually needs to gank, and who needs to gank because he needs gold. He sucks without gold. He can't really farm the jungle all too well either. So, buy boots of mobility. So, I'm gonna admit this is probably not one of my smartest things ever. They gank Olaf. I go top. I protect his turret, then I go get my red because I obviously can't defend it forever. Once Olaf arrives, I severely underestimate just how much damage they can do. So I jump right in, taunt Kha'Zix and explode. They made turtle soup out of me. So that's a dead Rammus. That's a failed top lane, and I'm making it worse. So now I have to save top lane after I fucked it over, or feed bottom lane. But bottom lane is already fucking feeding themselves. They're like gorging on everything. My Zed player is doing is doing well too. Me, I'm wishy-washy right now, but whatever. Ball of Doom. Now, my opinion is a new trinket system isn't exactly working out too well. The blue one is absolutely useless for the longest of time. Maybe later it's not as useless. The warning one is a little too strong and needs different cooldowns, or at least make people pay for it because it's a little dumb. The red one is proving to be moderately useful on a lot of junglers. Some junglers can't gank even with the damn thing. Some junglers like Rammus can. It's like how to say, if you remove somebody's trinket, they know you're trying to kill them, so they'll be playing more defensive. So they'll be playing more defensive. However, if you play a jungler like Rammus or Jarvan, Lee Sin, or at least somebody who can bypass, who can close the gap instantly, or get on their face quickly and then just throw their crowd control or whatever, it won't matter. Or they're close to their tower, run in there with your powerball, flash taunt them, bam. Well, slam them with your powerball, then taunt them or whatever. Or you at least press E, jump on them, throw your cobweb at them, now they're stunned. That kind of crap. Like, rule is, once you've been scanned, you play defensive. And that's why junglers like Rammus have actually become stronger, or a little bit better. Because he makes great use. Well, actually, watch this. This is one of the combos I want to show you guys. I flash taunt him while I'm still in the bushes so he wouldn't see me coming. And as soon as my taunt runs out, I use Q to lock him into place. Or at least lock him in place a little longer. He gets killed off. He has no chance of escape. Hooray for us. He probably should have used his ultimate immediately and tried to jump off, but he didn't do it properly. Anyways, Rammus is getting stronger because he makes great use of the red trinket. Like, he can clear a ward, then come back, and if they're playing defensive, he'll still catch them. He'll still give them a hug of death. So hooray for Rammus. Plus, the new smite really helps him finish off camps. One of the worst things about Jungle Rammus was that once his E ran out, his clearing potential on that certain specific camp or whatever camp he was in plummets to hell. And at least now with a smite, he can finish off camps if he wasn't able to, destroy them with just one W. Which is one W. Man, I think I said the wrong. Whatever. I only put a couple ranks into my W because you only need a little for clearing, and the having a maxed out taunt is a lot better. Right now, my team is doing better in the early game, just slightly. We have about 3,000 gold lead. We got ourselves a dragon. We end up initiating on them. I go right after the Tarek. I just taunt him, make sure he's dead, and then go after the Zira. Meanwhile, Sivir, I probably should have protected her. She gets off scot-free. She ends up turning around and getting killed. Olaf runs off. Zed, does some fucking work. A lot of damage for him. Now, and we chase after the Elise. Hit her with a Q, taunt her, get still damage, and then back away before I die. That shuriken made a world of difference. If he hadn't done the shuriken, Elise could have still been, willing enough to go try to pick me off. So the shuriken did enough damage for the Morgana just to be able to auto-attack the Elise to death. So hooray for us, we did well. Now, as you can see, in the item build I have is Spirit of the Ancient Golem due to the fact that I want to farm gold and be useful. Then I'm building Sunfire Cape, which helps at clearing, but at this point it doesn't really matter for clearing. Like if I rushed it as my very first item, it would help a lot in the jungling, though it's not exactly the best item to farm up. And it is also kind of redundant considering the fact that you have to farm it up first. But at the very least, it's an item you need later in the game. I flash taunt initiate on the Tristana. Like, a lot of damage is set across the enemy team. Tristana survives, sadly, but Tarek is dropped, Elise is dropped, and then Zyra is dropped, and it only cost me my life. So it was insanely worth it, especially because Sivir got 2 kills. If you're a jungler and you can give up your life to feed your AD carry, it is insane. It's one of the best things you can do, especially if it isn't a 1-for-1, if it isn't a 2-for-2 trade-off. If you die so that your AD carry can get 1 kill, or it can get 2 kills, incredibly worth it. So right now my Sivir is a force to be reckoned with in team fights. She will destroy the living hell out of them, and I'm quite pleased to have given my life up for that. My team is not bad. Even the Morgana, as soon as you guys saw in that video I uploaded a little while ago, even though the Morgana was a massive bitch, she still was doing very well this game. So I would say a bitch by any other name or some whatever crap. That said, I just want to watch this play. Bam! I love that. When I saw the Zed do that, I was like, fucking Zed. He's so aware of what he's doing. So my team is really good. But the game is going to last a long time. You see, we're only at the halfway point at this. So you're gonna know shit's going to go wrong. Shit's going to change. So anyways, as I go farm this massive wave at top, I could have given it to my AD carry, but I want to rush Banshee's Veil, so I can't be stopped from initiating or whatever. Tristana's knockback with her ultimate tends to fuck up Rammus's day a lot, so I want to get myself a Banshee's Veil so no one can stop me as I try to ram into somebody. My team, without me, ends up destroying 4 of them. We get a tower as I tank it or whatever. And apparently, the enemy team, they're arguing and fighting with each other right now. Like, fucking Elise, report her. What is she doing? And again, the game is going to last a long time, so shit's going to change. So I must wonder how they feel. There's one thing I dislike is trash talking in all chat or to your team in chat when when the game isn't even over. It's like you're destroying morale, and then shit's going to bite you in the ass, Yeah, wait, actually, you saw that. That's what I fucking hate about Tristana. She still got killed, but if I had a Banshee, she wouldn't have been able to do that. Anyways, I hate when people trash talk because, later on your team turns it around, it's you who's eating your own words. Or if you trash talk the enemy team and then they beat your fucking ass in a comeback, then who feels stupid now? So you shouldn't shit talk anybody at all. I mean, there's a difference between, play talking like, oh, escape or close call or whatever, or not even close, that kind of crap. That's fine. But to say things like pussy ass bitch, you ain't nothing. What? That's kind of a little too far. Anyways, here's their first volley. We re-engage despite the fact that we were very low on health. And I died first, and then the rest of my team stuck around a little too long. Sure, they got a couple of kills in on them, but they're gonna get wiped out by the Tristana and the Tarek. Well, mostly the Tristana, and then Elise is still around. So Tristana gets more kills, and she gets back into the game. They get all the bounties we got, and now this is gonna allow them to return into the game and be pretty much sodomize us for at least 18. Well, you can see 6 more minutes of the game. We blunder here. Either way, we catch the Zyra and the Kazakhs. I just taunt Zyra. She gets killed. I go right after the Kazakhs. The Kazakhs gets annihilated with the Olaf. So it's a 3v5 essentially. Tristana gets very, very close, so I decide to initiate on her and taunt her. Then, like, holy crap, my team explodes by the Tarek's damage. His damage was insane. I didn't predict how much damage he would do. So I re-engage on the Elise, which ended up being a terrible decision. The Elise ends up almost killing the Morgana. Wait, does Morgana die? No, yeah, Morgana lives barely, and so does Zed. Right now, the Morgana's yelling at me like, fucking Rammus. But I get to laugh at that right now because, just watch. Yeah. Alright, so, not the best decision you could have made there, Morgana. So, anyways, we're on the ropes. We're not on the ropes. We're kind of throwing here. The enemy team has a Baron, and they're closing in the gap. As you can see, they are only about 5.5 gold. 5.5k gold below us, so they could have a good chance of just bringing this back. I have my Sunfire Cape, I have my Banshee's Veil, and I'm building a Randuin's Omen. Not right now, though. I'm going to build it next. Right now, I have a Thornmail, so, you know, the very dangerous Tristana can kill herself. It's not exactly for Kazakh, since he's like an AD caster kind of crap. Or the fact that they have 2 AP characters, it's to deal with Tristana. If I can kill Tristana, I feel the rest of their team would crumble. Kha'Zix isn't shit. Olaf will just melt him. Here, I see an opening, despite the fact that they have Baron, and I jump straight onto Tristana, grab her. The rest of my team sort of is confused as to what they should do. Like, they engage and disengage. Tristana, though, she's going to kill herself by shooting me. I have Thornmail. She shoots me, boom, dies. Then the rest of my team is scattered. Morgana's ultimate was terrible. We pick off some people, and this is the part that confuses me. They should have just avoided fighting here. They were getting kiting and decimated. These two right here specifically should have just cut their losses and run. They get flashed on and initiated on, and they get finished off for, well, almost an ace. Zed walks away and he gets to live. But yeah, Morgana's yelling at me. You guys all saw in that video, Rammus, it's your fault. Why didn't you go? Whatever. It's like, you know, dude, it's probably the initiation didn't result in the best thing, but I saw an opening and I went for it. If I can kill the AD carry, that's what I feel would win us the game. But either way, now we're scouting them once more. I have my, whatever we call it, the Warden's Mail to deal once more with their AD crap and their auto attacks. Right now, we're just dicking around, Mexican standoff. I almost have enough gold to buy my Randuin's Omen, and that will give me enough CC to just lock them down. My goal right now is either to initiate on Tristana and get her killed, or to protect my teammates. Protecting your teammates as Rammus is insanely easy. He's a really great bodyguard. His taunt alone is just a dick move. So, if I can get anybody with a taunt that isn't Tarek, they'll just die, and that's what I'm looking for. I need to get a taunt off on a very vulnerable, soft, delicious target. Alright, so close to Randuin's Omen. They're going in for the Baron, and as I said, we catch somebody off guard, and that somebody is Kha'Zix. Catch him, and he's pretty much destroyed. The rest of the enemy team is going to fall apart too right now. Our Olaf gets slaughtered. Unfortunately, his ultimate ran out. So Elise kills Morgana. Elise actually killed 2 people. Right now the team is scattered, and Tristana actually saved my life by shooting me away. But the thing is, they focused me, and they focused the Olaf instead of the Sivir, and the Sivir ran a marathon on their asses. They all pretty much got decimated, and the Zed got a lot of good hits on them. My team just slaughtered them, and with that, we're able to take control of the map again. This game is back and forth. We have more kills, but their kills were worth more than ours. I don't ghost or use anything. I just weave myself with my Q, catch Kha'Zix, and kill him twice. His Guardian's Angel is made worthless. We take this tower easily, and we don't go after them. No more diving for us right now. Despite the Morgana is actually pinging a lot, but they're not showing properly. I go close, they use up their CCs and whatever, so they can't really counter engage properly. Go back. Well, actually, I take a few CS, go back, and then I wait at the fountain for a little while as the enemy team is threatening Baron. I get my Randuin's Omen, and then I just hightail it to the Baron. The last team fight should not be the last, I feel. We go to Baron, we catch... Actually, we don't catch anybody. They're just poking at each other. I'm making sure my Banshees doesn't get popped. And Morgana actually did the smart thing and bought herself a Banshees, too. We catch ourselves a Tarek. He flashes away and then just at least slaughters a Morgana. Randuin's Omen actually doesn't do anything because Elise was able to Zanya's ring it. I get actually thrown away by Tristana and luckily into the arms of the enemy team, the Elise and the Kazakhs, so I can protect my Zed. Zed kills the Elise and the Kazakhs, thankfully. Then Sivir slaughters the rest of their team. And with that, victory is assured for us. We push down down mid. I can tank whatever turrets are still left. And once my ultimate comes up, I'll just destroy whatever fucking towers are there. We have enough damage to push down the towers, and the respawn timers are, still for a long time. So this next is ours. We win. Hooray for Rammus. And I said, Rammus is looking a lot better in Season 4, thanks to the fact that he can bypass whatever wars most people have, and he makes great use of the red trinket. Hooray for Rammus, yay!